Hi everyone, and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. India just steamrolled Australia at day 3 in Perth. Remember, Australia yet to lose a test at the Optus Cricket Stadium in Perth. Well, that is about to change. It was day that belonged to India. It was thoroughly dominated by them, and they didn't let Australia an inch. No other visiting side has toyed with Australia like India did on the third day in Perth. It was as one-sided as it gets. The Australians were shell-shocked. Never in their wildest dreams would they have thought of being thus hammered, that too in Perth, which is supposed to be their fastest pitch. Well, the pitch had eased out yesterday, and today the Indian batsmen just filled in their boots. Both Yashaswi Jaiswal and KL Rahul started off from where they had left. They put on an opening stand of 200, the highest ever for an Indian opening pair in Australia. It will be difficult to break this combination once Rohit Sharma arrives for the next test. Both of them were flawless. Jaiswal brought up his maiden test 100 in Australia with a ram for a six. Much was talked about Yashaswi Jaiswal in the build-up to this series, and he has answered every question so far with his bat. His form would be crucial for India's success in this series. The quickly he has adjusted to the pace and bounce of Australia just shows the hallmark of his talent. He has the makings of the next big thing in world cricket. It's his first tour of Australia, and he just dominated the Australian bowling. The most important aspect of his batting was how well he left the deliveries outside the off stump. And then when the time came to put the pedal to the metal, he did just that. KL Rahul, his partner in crime, also batted beautifully. He has found his touch back, and at the beginning of the series, it was good signs for India. Rahul was dismissed for 77, but he looked rock solid as long as he was there. Devdutt Padikkal too looked secure in the second innings, and along with Jaiswal put a good partnership for the third wicket. Padikkal's back-foot play caused problems for Cummins and company, as he was not affected by the pace and bounce. He steadied the ship along with Jaiswal, and when he was dismissed after lunch, the Indians were well and truly ahead. Now all that was needed was for Virat Kohli to step up and find some form, and boy did he do that. Kohli always loved the challenge of batting in Australia. He has scored 6 test 100s here, and today he could take his time. The bowlers were tiring, and the pitch had lost its zip. So if ever Kohli needed to score big, this was the time. And he looked at ease from the moment he stepped onto the crease. The first 15 to 20 balls had been his problem for quite some time now, but he was more assured this time around. That on drive of Pat Cummins for a boundary early in his innings was clear indication how well he was feeling. And Jaiswal, on the other hand, was continuing on his merry way. He kept the scoreboard ticking and never allowed the pressure to get to Kohli. He brought up his 150. The young left-hander looked promising and was eventually dismissed for 167 after he square cut a ball that was supposed to go for a boundary straight to point. That was the only way he was getting out today. Then India lost a couple of quick wickets, but Virat Kohli dug in deep. He was ably supported by Washington Sundar. Again, Washington showed that he has the technique and the temperament for batting in the biggest stage. It was this assurance that Virat needed. He batted with ease. That square cut of Stark for a six was just the beginning. He was opening up. But the find of the series so far has been Nitish Kumar Reddy. A lot of credit must go to Gautam Gambhir for this selection. After Sundar got out, Reddy walked in with a clear message: dominate the Australian bowling, show them no mercy. The outfields in Australia are big, but the way Nitish Kumar Reddy flicked Mitchell Marsh for a huge six just showed what a talent he is. He made his intentions pretty clear. That was followed by three successive fours of Marsh in the following over. Virat Kohli also got a move on as he smashed Nathan Lyon for a straight six. He also hit a couple of fours in between and was itching close to his Test century number 30. The Indian lead had crossed 500. Everyone was now waiting for Virat to complete his 100. He brought it up with a sweep of Manas Labuschagne. The emotions on the face of the Indian players and fans were one of joy and relief. It was his 7th 100 in Australia, most by any Indian cricketer. It was also his 30th Test 100. It was just the innings that he needed heading into a big series like this. He had gotten out for single-digit scores in the last couple of Test innings, and this 100 would do him a world of good. The Australians had mentally checked out. Nearly 130 overs in the field had taken its toll, and now they had to face Jasprit Bumrah and company for a couple of overs at the end of the day's play. It was always going to be a nightmare. Debutant Nathan McSweeney found it out the hard way. For the second time in the match, he was caught plumb in front by Jasprit Bumrah. This time, the ball had kept it a bit low. Pat Cummins came in as night watchman and was dismissed by Mohammad Siraj in his very next over. So Labuschagne had to come in. Despite all the theatrics, he was under immense pressure. He tries desperately to be like Steve Smith, but he isn't. Once again, he was all at sea, and it took Jasprit Bumrah just a couple of balls to get him trapped in front of the wicket. He shouldered arms and was given out LBW. He wasted a review also like he did in the first innings. Australia were 12 for 3 at the end of the day's play, staring down the barrel. A heavy defeat is on the horizon, and India should be overjoyed by the way that they have fought back into this contest. Who would have thought after the first innings, India would be in such a position? Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.